Went to LA. That was really fun. Uh, got on a hot air balloon for the first time. So
Yeah, that's crazy to me, man.
yeah,
I've
no, it was
never
crazy
heard
to
of
me too.
anybody going on a hot air balloon, and that
Yeah,
technology's been around for centuries,
for
bro.
real. Yeah, no kidding. It was nuts. But yeah, we went up pretty high, and yeah, it's different because you've been high up like in a skyscraper in an airplane, but in a hot air balloon, it's just open.
Yeah.
Like like you feel the air, and you're just up there, and it's like, oh. What's up, everybody? This is the Untapped Potential Podcast, and today you're tapping in from our brand new set as we kick off season 2.
Yeah, man, I'm excited. This new set is meant to be more conversational. I guess it's a
Yeah,
definite upgrade from where we were at last season.
yeah.
So this is like, kind of a living room little area set up. We got the curtain in the back here. Hopefully it'll drive more conversational I guess conversation.
For real. This is cozy. I feel like we need some tea or something.
Yeah, for
That's the
sure.
vibe.
We
I
need
like
a little
it.
hot pot there.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm excited. And we got a lot of really good interviews already lined up.
For sure.
So I'm excited for season 2. I think we learned a lot from season 1. Shout out to everybody who, bet on us early and was willing to come on and be interviewed during season 1. I think that all of those people that, came on and were willing to take that risk with us, that means so much to us. And we learned a lot from those experiences. And so we kind of tweaked a few things. Clearly, our setup is a lot more uh engaging, and we're able to have more relaxed conversations in this setup. When we're interviewing a new guest, we'll actually have another chair here too, so it'll be real cool, and I'm excited for what's to come.
Yeah, me too, man. I think like you mentioned earlier too, I think the most exciting thing about this season are just the new guests that we have going on. We have Coach D as our first episode. We have Amy with Lemon, Priscilla Creates. We have a ton of, great people lined up just, in the first half of our season. And I think our goal overall is to do 15 episodes like we did last time. We'll see if we can get there.
Yeah,
But I think what we want to bring into this season is a little bit of something new, and that's more episodes focused around us just having a conversation.
yeah, and I'm excited about that too, because Chris and I, we're good friends. We've lived together. We go back. So I think that us just having a conversation about like the things we like to talk about just in general is pretty interesting. And we're actually interested in hearing what you guys would like us to talk about. So, our DMs are always open on Instagram, whether that's suggestions for topics that we should talk about or suggestions for people that you'd like us to bring on to interview. We're more than open to that. So please feel free to reach out.
Yeah, hit our DMs, please, and make sure to like and subscribe so that you're tapped in and you can help us in the YouTube, Spotify algorithm.
Yeah, 100%. And honestly, that goes a long way, because I notice a lot of people follow us on Instagram, but that doesn't necessarily translate all the time to YouTube. So please, if you already follow us on Instagram, you watch all our episodes, but you haven't subscribed to YouTube, please do it. We notice every single person that does it, and we're so thankful for, I think, our like 75 subscribers that we have currently. So
Mhm.
yeah, we're shooting for that at least 100, 200, maybe hit that 1,000 subscriber
Yeah.
mark sometime soon.
We're
And
on the
yeah,
road to 1 million.
yeah, 100%.
I don't know when we'll get there now.
Yeah, we're about to blow up. No, honestly, I feel like what I really like about us though is that we're not shooting for the numbers. We're not just out here like following a bunch of people trying to get like this huge following. What we really want to do is we want to bring on guests that are very inspiring, that to their core, they meet the mission of Untapped Potential, which is, telling a story about, defeating adversity, chasing their dreams, going the route that's less traveled. And yeah, I think that we've done that in season 1, and we're going to continue to do that in season 2, and just take it bigger.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So I think why don't we start there, man? Like, what have you been up to these past few months since we
Oh
haven't been filming?
man, it's been a while, right? The last episode we filmed was in late June.
Right.
It's been a while. Well, it was summer for
Mhm.
sure. Just working, enjoying the. I don't know. I think the weather out here was kind of interesting. We had like, it was hot, and then there was like all the fires out here, so it's kind of weird. I like to hike, So I did a few hikes, but there was some weekends where, the smoke was so bad you couldn't really do much. And
Yeah.
just kind of fighting with that. But it was good. I just turned 26. I had my birthday, so went to LA. That was really fun. Uh, got on a hot air balloon for the first time. So
Yeah, that's crazy to me, man.
yeah, no,
I've
it was
never
crazy
heard
to
of
me too.
anybody going on a hot air balloon, and that
Yeah.
technology's been around for centuries,
For
bro.
real, yeah, no kidding. It was nuts, but yeah, we went up pretty high, and yeah, it's different because you've been high up like in a skyscraper in an airplane, but in a hot air balloon, it's just open.
Yeah.
Like like you feel the air, and you're just up there, and it's like, oh, like
And you said it was hot up there too, right?
yeah, because it's a hot air balloon. So this guy is like pulling this like little lever,
Yeah.
and that just ignites these like little gas tanks that are just spewing flames into the balloon. And the balloon's huge.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it looks big, like I've seen it in videos, but this thing is huge.
Yeah.
And it's just being blown up by this, by this hot air. And yeah, because of that, it's just really hot. There's like a heat shield, but if you're standing on the edge, when he pulls it down,
Oh, you'll feel
you
it.
feel the heat.
Oof.
And on top of that, we were in California doing that. So it was like, it was about 7, 8 in the morning, but it was still about 85 degrees.
Oof.
So it was hot.
So-
Not a cloud in the sky.
Yeah, you add a little bit of heat to that, then you're like, you're cooking with
Yeah,
a sweater on, I bet.
Exactly. It's like a little campfire in the middle of the summer. Like,
That's
I don't know
dope.
how many thousands of feet up in the air, but
That's cool,
yeah,
man.
good times. It was good. How was your summer?
It was good, man. We're entering our second year of Dripped, so we dropped some new t-shirts, new headbands. So we've been busy kind of, managing that little campaign for a while. Now what we're trying to do is we're trying to, introduce more athletes into our athlete program. So if you're a collegiate athlete who wants to be a part of something bigger, who really likes, wearing headbands, wearing t-shirts, and ultimately, would want to be a part of, a growing business, feel free to hit us up. But yeah, overall been focusing on growing that. And we went to Chicago for Summer Smash.
Chicago. You've been
Yeah.
to Chicago before, though? Or was
No,
your
that was
first
my
time?
first time.
Oh, yeah. What do you think of the city?
It was cool, man. It was it definitely gave me like New York vibes in terms of like big buildings, like metropolis area. But it was definitely more, I guess, picturesque than I imagined.
Oh,
Because I
really?
think it was like, obviously it's right along the water, next to Lake Michigan. And everything, like they have a no zoning rule along the water. And so basically there's a bunch of parks that stretch for miles.
Oh, wow.
And you just see people running. And during the summer, it's like, really great weather. And I mean, it looked beautiful. And the places to eat there were amazing.
Yeah.
And there's just a lot of culture and like history in the buildings and just within Chicago. And so I definitely go back, man. Like that's one of my most recent like favorite places.
That's cool. I got to add that to my list. I've never been to Chicago, so.
Yeah, definitely go to Chicago, man. I know it gets a little hairy. You step a few blocks out of downtown, and you get into some sketchy
Yeah.
areas. But
I think that's anywhere, though.
yeah, that really is anywhere.
Yeah. No, that's cool, though. I'm glad you took a few trips.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Who'd you see? You went for like a concert, right?
Yeah, we went to go see. There was a bunch of different people in the lineup, but it was like ASAP Rocky. We had Little Uzi Vert, Gunna.
Oh,
We
okay.
saw Blueface. He jumped into the crowd. That guy was wild,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Were you guys up close?
We were pretty close. I would say like 40 yards away.
Oh, okay. It's
So-
like different stages, though, right? So it kind of depended on which artist
Yeah,
and
yeah.
how fast you got there.
Exactly. Yeah. So sometimes like there would be an artist on the other side of the field, and obviously it's like a huge kind of. They expected, I think it was like 50,000 people to show
That's
up
crazy.
over the weekend. So yeah, it was a lot of people, and so you go from one stage to another, and by the time you get to the other stage, I mean you're not in like the prime
Yeah.
view,
I feel that.
But yeah, man, overall great concert. We got rained out for a couple hours. They made us go into a garage nearby, and imagine like 20,000-30,000 people
Yeah.
running towards a garage in the middle of Chicago,
Oh.
raining, and it was like dumping, dude. It was dumping, and we were in a hospital garage. So there
Oh,
was
no.
like people like who needed to be in the hospital
Yeah,
and needed to leave. Like we were obstructing traffic. Not the best situation.
That doesn't sound like it was well thought out there.
Nah, dude, there was a lot of things that
That's
went
crazy.
wrong, but overall, I think we had a great time, and
Yeah, that's good.
no, it was a good experience.
That's cool, man. And you talked about Drip. Drip's doing big things. What's coming up? I know you guys have a drop.
Yeah, we got to
Beginning of
drop
next month.
Yeah, October 1st. We're dropping some more headbands, 4 more flight headbands. Those are our most popular new headbands that we come out with, and a lot of great feedback off of them. So dropping some more of those, and planning for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. We're going to drop some pieces then.
Nice. I got a really important question to ask you, man.
What's up?
CLB or Donda?
Ooh, that's one of the biggest debates,
Gotta know.
I think from a music perspective, I appreciated the content from Donda. Like, I appreciated kind of like where he was coming from, and dedicating an album to his mother who passed away.
Right.
I think that kind of from a spiritual, like introspective type vibe, I appreciate that a lot. But I listen to CLB more. Like, that's kind of more like something that I would listen to on a more repeated basis.
Yeah.
And I think I would enjoy that more.
I feel that. Just like, I feel like CLB is like vibes.
Yeah.
And then Donda is like artistry, like you said, like really good, like just musicality overall, like really good production, like amazing beats. The features were really good, really well balanced. And CLB's just like bangers.
Yeah.
And he's coming in with those punchlines, like those Instagram captions, like you could just pull from them. You get in the car with your friends, you're probably going to bump that. You're probably not going to bump like Donda.
Yeah.
You guys aren't going to just gospel in the car while you're driving, right?
I feel like Donda would kind of slightly bring the mood down.
Yeah.
And you would be like, I don't know, like crying in the car and shit.
For real. Donda's like that album that you bump when you're driving by yourself and it's raining a little bit and you want to just get into like, into your headspace, introspective a little bit, but both good albums, honestly. I feel like you can appreciate both of them. I feel like a lot of people are like, you got to choose one.
Yeah,
like,
it's not a football team.
It's like, bro, come on. Like, Drake obviously did a lot more numbers, though.
Oh, yeah,
than
for
Donda.
sure.
I don't know the exact numbers, but yeah, like I
More
saw like
streams.
pretty much like, yeah, it's not even close. But.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I appreciate both of them. I was listening a lot more to Nas's album that came out, and
that was really good.
Yeah,
that was a really good album.
I think and I didn't know this too, but he had COVID last November or October 2020. Wow. And so this is his first album coming out of that. And I want to say I read somewhere that he was talking about some of the issues that he had producing the album, like from because obviously when you have COVID, there's a lot of cases where your lungs are all messed up, right? Like you can't, like, I think there's like scar tissue or something there. Anyway, so from a music perspective, it's like I think that adds like a different element when you're listening to it.
Cool. A lot of good music this year so far, thankfully. And hopefully we can get, I mean, we got a couple people lined up, but hopefully we can get a lot more artists from the Seattle area to come on and we can interview them too. So if there's anybody that y'all know that you want to come on here, please let us know, and we'll reach out to them too. We had a few artists last season too.
Yeah. Those were some of my favorite episodes too.
Yeah. I mean, you and I are both big music fans, so it's cool to actually hear from artists and hear about their experiences and how they came up. But yeah, we're definitely not just like a music focused podcast. We're not like a No Jumpers or anything like that, but we like to tap into that community as well.
Yeah. Also photographers too. A lot of photographers in the area. I think overall, in general, creatives is what we kind of tend to gravitate towards in terms of an interview,
Yeah, 100%. I feel like it's because those are the people that are more active on social media too, though, right? Because it's easier to find those people. I know we've had people in real estate too, business owners, people that are running for, school board positions, people that are into like fitness. So we're really just kind of all about people that are just trying to be the best at what they do. We're not kind of pigeonholing ourselves into one specific area. It's really just about people that are, tapping into their potential. So
Yeah, absolutely. So you got some stuff going on too. I know you recently celebrated a birthday, but I mean, you're looking towards higher education as well, man. You're trying to do
yeah,
double duty.
yeah, I'm about to start an MBA program here at Seattle University. So
Yeah, man.
excited for that. I actually start next week as of the recording of this episode. So it's exciting. It's I'm not gonna lie, it's a little scary because I got to balance like a full-time job, doing this podcast and doing the school. But it's they're all things I enjoy doing. So I think
Yeah.
it'll be all right. It just comes down to time management, and a little bit of discipline,
Yeah.
but probably gonna lose a lot of sleep. But we'll be all right.
I think it always adds value, regardless of whatever you're doing, to continue to pursue education and to better yourself and to better equip yourself in
Yeah,
life. So,
100%. And I think like it just really depends on what you want to do with your life. Like
mhm.
if education isn't for you, like that's not the one way to do it. But for me, that's really what I want to pursue. I actually kind of enjoy school. I really like business. I like my job. And I think that going into getting the MBA is going to be that allow me to get into that next step, open that door for me. So I'm excited.
Are you gonna feel weird walking around campus again?
Yeah, for sure. I have my backpack and I'm like, I put it on. I'm like, man, it's gonna feel weird.
You got
I
your
pick
little
up my
school
student
supplies?
ID. I need to pick it up before Wednesday. Well, I guess I don't have to, but I want to pick it up before the first day of school so that I just
Yeah.
have my student ID.
There you go, man.
Makes it real, you know?
Yeah, you
Like,
take the picture and everything
yeah,
too.
you get your first one in like middle school. It's like then you get the high school one, then you get the college one, and I'm about to get the graduate school one. So
Yeah, and you get some discounts with that thing too, so you better not lose
yeah, yeah. Oh, that's right. I'm a student again. It's so
it.
funny that after you graduate from college, you realize how many things like ask you, like, are you a student? And like $2 off, $10 off, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Subscription
Oh
services.
yeah, that too.
Yeah, for all the college students out there, take advantage of that.
Yeah, if you play
Save some
with
bucks.
like graphic design or like the stuff that we edit the podcast on, you get a
Yeah.
student discount with that shit
Yeah,
too.
that stuff's not cheap.
Yeah, it's not cheap at all.
Yeah,
It's not
so
cheap at all,
I'm
man.
excited, man. There's a lot going on in both of our lives. So
Yeah.
I'm glad that we can still make time for this podcast. For those of you who were like, where are these guys? Why haven't they dropped in like a few months? Chris and I both have other things that we have going on in our lives. We aren't doing this full time yet. I mean, maybe if
Maybe
it
one
really
day.
blows up one day, we could do it full time, but we have to work other jobs and we have other things going on the side. So we took a little break just to focus on those things for a little bit, but we're hopping back in. We're doing it in season. So after this season, we'll take another break and then we'll hop back in. But that's kind of like that's the rhythm that we're choosing to go with it. That's what's working for us. So yeah, let us know, if you have any suggestions or anything that you want to see this season, because we're excited. We're
Yeah.
excited to bring a lot of good content.
Yeah, for sure. And again, make sure to like, subscribe the YouTube video. It helps us in the algorithm. And make sure to stay tuned every Monday.
Yeah.
We'll drop a new episode.
Yeah, we'll still be dropping on Mondays. Tell your friends, tell your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your partner, your mom, your grandma. Tell everybody that you know to watch this podcast if you like it, because it really helps. Word of mouth is the best way to spread the show. Yeah.
With that, man, thank you guys. And we'll catch you next Monday.
Yeah. Catch you guys next time.